And welcome to Apocalypse. Normally I start off these videos by saying this has been on my list for a while and I've picked it off my nerd spreadsheet, but that's not the case for this game. I only became aware of this last week, maybe a week before, when a YouTube commenter suggested it to me. I do read most of those. I then watched a trailer for the game, which was unbelievably silly and trashy, and thought, yeah, this sounds like something I would enjoy, at least as a curiosity, even if I don't actually like the game.
Honey, I'm home! The apocalypse is coming, but not until Bruce Willis says so. Apocalypse with Bruce Willis. I hate it when that happens.
I don't know exactly what to expect from this, because the trailer didn't give that much to me. All I really know about this game is that it stars Walter Bruce Willis, is some sort of high-octane shooter, and that's kind of it. I have the manual up on my second monitor right now, so maybe that'll elucidate more as we go through. I'll probably need to look at the controls, unless this is very simple. Let's just get into the game and see what happens. We'll experience things together.
There was a time when science was my religion. Now, religion has become my science and my sword. Only one man, my oldest student, now my sworn enemy, knows my plan and knows how I raised my horsemen from the dead. Death, plague, war, beast. My four horsemen of the apocalypse, arise! The world must perish in our hands before we perish. Peace, death, tear the flesh from the heathen bodies. Plague, devour them with pestilence. War, cast their corpses to the fire. Beast, turn their cities to ash. Go forth, my horsemen! Judgment day is at hand! Thus saith the Reverend. Wake up, convict! You're on!
Position 9982B, Kincaid Trey. You have persisted in the dangerous ways of the sciences in direct violation of the 12 recommendations of the Reverend. How would you plead?
I'm gonna stick my foot so far up your ass.
Guilty! I sentence you to death. May the Lord have mercy on your soul. Amen.
Boy, you're gonna have some bad dreams tonight.
Nanotech and acces. Welcome to paradise.
Oh god, we're straight into it. Okay, how do I fire? Hang on, there we go. I would appreciate 4 or 5 seconds to do some sort of intro after what we just saw. That sound balancing was terrible. I hope you could understand any of what just happened. I barely did. Also, how exactly did he make a gun out of a sink? He just sort of brushed that aside with, nanomachines. I can't do a Bruce Willis impression, so that's what you get. Okay, the game controls as a twin-stick shooter of sorts. I was about to say analog movement. It's not really. I can only really move in what looks like 8 directions, but I am using the analog stick. And I can press the face buttons, A, B, X, Y, or whatever they are on a PlayStation. I'm definitely running this on a legal PlayStation 1 and not emulated, because that would be wrong morally.
Suck on this!
Oh Jesus, I pressed one of the triggers and it did that.
Suck on this!
If you ever wanted to hear Bruce Willis scream, suck on this is the game for you. Oh, and I can jump with one of the buttons. And I can crouch with the other button. Okay, it's all fine. Do I have to pick up ammunition? Are these nano bullets replenishing automatically? I'm not sure. Apocalypse is a 1998 third-person shooter developed by Neversoft and published by Activision. Neversoft was an American game developer founded in 1994 in California, formed when some employees left a failing games company called Malibu Interactive. This game was their big break. Before Activision hired them to make Apocalypse, they had only managed to release one game, 1996's Skeleton Warriors, which has a cool name but looks like a relatively boring 2D side-scroller. It did poorly, and a few other commission projects got cancelled, meaning they could only afford quarter paychecks at one point. Just after Apocalypse, they managed to land the development job on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. All this saved them from an early bankruptcy, and they were quickly snapped up by Activision. I think people mainly associate them with the Tony Hawk series today, since they released one a year for almost a decade. They also had a hand in later games in the Guitar Hero series, as Activision shuffled them around. In 2014, after years of stagnation, huge layoffs, and being relegated to a support studio, it was announced that the company was being merged into Call of Duty Boys Infinity Ward, and that the name Neversoft would be retired forever. Most of the leadership left at this point, and in July 2014, exactly 20 years after the company was founded, it was ended, and the remaining employees ritualistically burned a big eyeball statue in mourning. Yes, that is real. They also gave a massive monogrammed Bowie knife to each of its employees. Game developers are weird. Activision. How many times can I talk about Activision on this show before I off myself? I'm just going to find a recent video where I talk about them and paste it in here. I can be lazy if I like. A developer-publisher mega-giant founded in 1979 by former Atari workers who wanted better treatment. They were apparently the first independent third-party console video game developer, which wasn't really a thing in the 80s. Games would be made by console manufacturers. It had serious financial troubles in the late 80s and was bought by infamous shareholder fetishist Bobby Kotick in 1991, who fired everyone, burned it to the ground, keeping only the brand, and bought out so many other studios. Activision merged with Blizzard, the Warcraft boys, in 2008, and Activision Blizzard got bought by Microsoft in 2023. And we're back in the present. I don't actually have anything more to put in this section. I'll let you go back to the game now. Just strafe and shoot, it'll be fine. There's no reason to panic yet. The camera is already making me a tiny bit nauseous. I think I'm getting more motion sick prone as I get older. Kick this. I actually can kick it. Also, God exists in this universe. I don't know where this is set. Is this Earth? This might be the far future, or it might be an alternate reality. I'm not sure. Jump around, like House of Pain said. I don't know if that even is House of Pain. I can shoot sideways. These are going to explode, right? Yippee! That was a fun blood effect over in the background. Oh, don't say that. I'm already irritated by Bruce Willis.
Strap one on, it's time to jam!
He can be really good. Well, he's not really doing anything anymore. Ooh, I've got some sort of laser! It does not have as much range as you would associate with lasers. Return to your cell! That doesn't feel like they got an actor to do that. That feels like that might be one of the devs. Bruce Willis, return to your cell! Is that me? A very low-res version of the cutscene we watched earlier. Oh yeah, we can definitely tell who that is. Zoom in as far as you like. Jump wee! It's the PlayStation 1, we can forgive some of this sort of thing. Oh, I'm out of laser juice, apparently. I have no idea how this is going to work as a video for me, because it feels like it's going to be mainly action instead of story. Oh, there's ledge detection, it's Dishonored.
These guys need a little more lead in their diet.
I don't know if that works as a joke, but okay. I imagine most of the dialogue is going to be Bruce Willis quips. I think you've already said that, and it didn't really make any sense the first time. Strap one on, it's time to jam. It kind of makes it feel like Bruce Willis is going to peg me. Now, I'm sure some people will be into that. That's very lame. Sorry, I have to pause to just acknowledge that one. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. You can't be saying that in the year of our Lord, whatever year this came out. That must have been hacky by this point in history.
Prisoner Trey Kincaid has left detention block 5.
My name is Trey Kincaid. I think that's the first time I've actually caught that. Ooh, stealth section. This doesn't really count as a stealth section. I don't really know if this is impressive for the PlayStation 1. It kind of looks like it is. Just in terms... Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm on fire! Just in terms of graphical fidelity and the switching camera angles and all the stuff on the screen. I'm gonna die, by the way. I really need some help. If I strap one on and try and jam like this, I'm just gonna die soon. Ooh! Oh, Christ in heaven! Do any of you drop health? Is that health? That might be health. Yippee! Oh, God. This feels like they might have brought Bruce Willis in, not to record any dialogue, but just to shout things into a microphone for 5 minutes, and then just used what they had. I shouldn't judge ahead of time. Maybe this will have, like, a really in-depth story, and he'll give a genuinely really good performance. That's a lot of explosions. What do you mean, kid? Are you referring to me, the player? Oh my God, I don't feel good about this. These don't feel like guards. They're obviously just men. Like other prisoners. You feel the burn, kid? Is this meta? Bruce Willis is gonna look directly into the camera every so often and say, "Hey, player, how are you enjoying my game?" Am I supposed to jump over these, do we think? Is it gonna summon men if I don't? I can barely see the lasers. Oh, go away. Whee! I am not very good at platformers. I think I am the worst at platformers of any game genre.
You're going back in the hole, convict!
I don't want to go back in the hole. Is the whole solitary confinement? I think that's considered immoral nowadays. Well... this might be Space America, at which point you can do anything. Oh my! Okay, that's new. So far, I'm actually finding this remarkably fun to play. I wasn't necessarily expecting that. It's really satisfying and snappy to control. See, I can be positive about things. I have gotten comments recently, justified comments by the way, about how I seem to despise everything. I'm finding this very satisfying just to run around. I believe they call it the moment-to-moment gameplay, or the central gameplay loop. When I actually remember the buttons, it's very satisfying to move around in this game. Can I jump this high? Oh, just about. Whee! Rip laser. It's me! Whoop! I don't really like it when the camera goes sideways. I prefer to see where I was going. Can I jump and get you? Can I jump and... not really, I'm just gonna ignore you then, that's fine. Not really sure where I am. I'm sure it'll be explained once I get out. This feels a bit like a tutorial level. I'm gonna try and, as much as possible, not jump to any conclusions on this video game. Because on the surface, it is not something I would enjoy, let's be honest. I've talked before on these videos, if you've watched any of these videos before, about the type of games that I tend to enjoy and the type of games I played growing up. They're all slower-paced games, usually maybe RPGs. Shooters with a bit more tactics or stealth to them. This sort of madcap arcade action was not something I particularly partook in when I was a child, so I don't really have the muscle memory for it. Oh my. That's a lot of sad men. I don't like killing them. The guards, whatever. If you're a prison guard, you probably deserve it. Unless you're one of the nice ones, if you're a prison guard watching this. But these space prison guards, it seems pretty brutal. Also, why is this toxic waste exploding? What's in it? But just the random maddos that are coming out of the walls? I don't feel good about that. Look at them. Stop that, Bruce. I've already forgotten your character's name. Oh, this feels like overkill. Ooh. Oh, it's just more of them. I can already tell that I am going to be saying, strap one on, it's time to jam for the rest of my life. Oh, this is suddenly getting a bit more annoying. Oh, Jesus Christ! Sorry, Bruce. You fell into the bottomless pit. It's a rookie mistake. Oh God, when was this checkpoint? It better be like right here.
Bring it on, baby!
Don't call me baby. I do keep forgetting the buttons, but that is more on me than it is on the game. I am constantly doing that on controller. I just don't like using controllers. Home! Missiles! Jesus Christ! I'm gonna die! Checkpoint, never mind, I'm great.
Eat him up!
Oh, I did it again! I keep pressing A to jump. I'm very stupid. I might need to bring the controls page of the manual up constantly on the other monitor. Hang on. There, that won't help. Oh my god, are you joking? It's not hard if you're not dumb. Stop saying that. You sound like a school shooter. Oh, for Christ's sake!
That's it! I'm out of here!
You're not. You're still in the prison. You're not out of here. Bruce, pay attention. You may have noticed that Bruce Willis is in this. They paid him a 7-figure fee for appearing in this thing, after a search for a big-name star, and supposedly let him improvise some dialogue and plot elements. That was the main selling point for this game, as far as I can tell. I have my suspicions that it's called Apocalypse because they wanted to put people in mind of Armageddon. The game was initially going to feature 2 main characters, with Bruce taking more of a sidekick role, like a bald, angry Alex from Half-Life 2. You'd run around as a beefy, silent type, and Bruce would chip in with advice and quips. There was significant press and announcements about this system. They seemed proud of it. In a 1997 preview, Electronic Gaming Monthly said, "He's your partner, your bodyguard, your friend. In essence, he's player 2, controlled by the CPU." The developers bought up the sophistication of the AI in the same article, talking about how their intelligence system had 3 increasingly complicated levels that would have him help you or fall back depending on your performance, react to gameplay elements, and race you towards power-ups, making Kincaid a partner and a competitor at the same time. In a Next Generation interview from the same year, art director John Spinell elucidated their goal. "We're creating a virtual buddy game, emulating the buddy movies you'd see in the theatre." As Activision realised that Bruce Willis was the biggest draw, and as Bruce allegedly spent less and less time involved with the project, Armageddon came out the same year after all, they decided to throw literally all of that away and make him the main character instead, partially so he wouldn't have to have as much constant dialogue. This decision wasn't universally liked. In Giant Bomb's write-up about the game, they say, "None of his dialogue quite fits with the character, and it feels like he's talking to someone who isn't there."
Hey, I'm not getting paid enough to do this crap.
What are you talking about? Who are you talking to? Oh no, this looks like some sort of boss arena, if I've ever seen one. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's some sort of tank. Christ in heaven. Can I shoot this? Like big tower, maybe? Kill them, please. Fine, actually. If I can just do this. If I can just strafe, it'll be okay. You know what this reminds me of a little bit? I did a members video at one point on a video called Total Carnage, which is some sort of trashy arcade game from the 80s. And it has this vibe to it. I was terrible at it. I'm better at this. Oh my god, I'm on fire! There we go. Nice and easy. Sort of.
That is entertaining.
I don't know what I just picked up there. Oh, I do have bombs, by the way. I should be using them. Is that some sort of cool space motorbike? Prison level completed. We only killed 78% of people? I feel like I was fairly thorough. Bring me somewhere else. I don't want to be in prison anymore.
Over there. That little tube looks safe.
Who are you speaking to? Oh, Jesus Christ, zombies! So far, and I'm not saying this is what's happened, but it feels like they got an unproduced Bruce Willis film, took some of the recorded dialogue from it, and then just spliced it into this in order to make some sort of cutscenes. Because that made no sense. Who was he speaking to? Look over there, it looks like we can get in there. What? And then that scream was so out of place. Already looking forward to looking up the production of this game. There should be scripted bits that will come up through the course of this video that will explain all of this. Future Dreya is gonna have a lovely time. Is that a power-up or a broken pipe? It's hard to tell.
Feel the burn, kid?
Okay, I can feel the burn, kid. I'm gonna burn some mutants. Mutants or zombies, who knows? They look like offcuts from a Texas Chainsaw game. Why are they wearing overalls? Jesus, that goes on a bit, doesn't it? I feel horrible now. You're in water. I would try and submerge myself. Now, I don't know if that actually works. If it's full of napalm, I think it will just stick and burn underwater, but I'd at least try. Ooh! I don't know what any of that was. Look at Bruce's face! Oh, it's so low poly. But that makes sense. It's a PlayStation 1. I'm surprised they even got this level of fidelity. Oh, the camera. I really dislike the camera. I don't like killing bats either. I thought they were spider creatures, but they're just adorable bats. Doesn't feel like bats are really gonna do much to you. Oh, the camera! It's going over the top of me. It feels like going too high on the swings. Very unpleasant. This is fine. I'm a bit small, but it's fine. Are those power? Oh my god. Stop it, Bruce. Ooh, that looks... it's not that useful, actually. We're basically on full health. I'll take it anyway, because there's no way I'm backtracking in a game like this. This looks like some sort of secret. If I've ever seen a secret in a video game, it's this. Come on, Trey. Jump. What the hell is that? Oh, is that an extra life? It is. Don't know what I'm looking at there. Oh, God. I don't like platforming. I wasn't aware this game was going to have these kind of platforming sections. I'm not good at them, and I don't appreciate them.
Strap one on, it's time to jam.
Is there fall damage? No, we've got metal legs, I don't know. I'm gonna take a quick look at the manual to see if it says where this takes place. There is a surprisingly long section in the manual about the story. I will summarize it for you here with some choice lines.
The future is a troubled place of seething masses and conflicting ideas. Sprawling metropolitan landscapes cover the earth. These industrial Gothic centers rumble with internal chaos. Religions and science have become the world's dominant cultural forces. Through the research of brilliant scientists, cloning, cold fusion, and nanotechnologies.
Shut up! Shut up, I'm busy.
The Reverend is a false prophet who evangelizes his version of the gospel to a world teeming with lost souls. It is ironically the tools of forbidden science which will enable the Reverend to conjure up his own version of the apocalypse.
That's basically it. I think we might be the student he was talking about in that opening cutscene. We don't really seem like a nano-scientician, do we? But apparently we are. They stole our research and I guess got us thrown into prison. That's the background. That's all we need to know. Whee!
Into the soup.
Felt like there was meant to be more words there, but they just sort of forgot. Ooh, the water effects are quite nice for the PlayStation 1 as well. I'm praising a lot about this game that I wasn't necessarily expecting to. Am I able to go through this, or am I going to get ripped around by the currents? No, Kay doesn't really care about currents.
Come get some.
He's too cool to worry about that sort of thing. Can I set fire to this wood? I can! Yippee! The perspective was a little bit odd there, but I'll take it. Burn the homeless people that live in the sewers. This is... I feel so heroic. Oh, it's hard to even tell what's going on. There's a tiny bit of slowdown. Oh, thank God, I'm back in this view. That's a little bit nicer. Oh, I'm being pushed by the current! I was right before! But luckily I can just push against it easily and not really have to worry about it. Look at that cool moonwalking bastard.
Smell the humanity.
Bruce Willis is an odd one as an action hero for me. I don't know if I've ever fully bought it, because he works absolutely perfectly in Die Hard, and even the sequels, because he's meant to be this slightly schlubby doofus who makes good. As a full-on action hero, I've never really got why he was so famous, because he's a bit goofy. I guess that's what people want. It humanizes his characters a little bit, because he's a bit of a smart-ass goof. But in this kind of role, I feel like this would suit maybe a Schwarzenegger or a Stallone more. Or a Mel Gibson. Something along those lines. I feel Bruce Willis got slightly typecast into this kind of character for a while. Because of things like Die Hard and The Fifth Element and that kind of thing. He ended up appearing in a lot of the Expendables movies, I believe. I'm doing it! I'm platforming, like a real boy. I remember being a little bit surprised when I first saw him actually be a good actor in something. I think I saw him in Unbreakable, and I was like, oh, you're genuinely good. Why have you been in all these movies? I saw him in things like Moonrise Kingdom, and I was like, you should be doing a lot more serious, dramatic acting. You should not be doing these movies as much. But whatever pays the bills, that's fine. There's no fall damage. This will be okay. Sorry, I was worried there for a second. This is now feeling quite Half-Life 1. Specifically the part of Half-Life 1 that no one likes. This feels a lot like the arena in which you fight the Nihilanthe. If you don't know Half-Life 1, that will mean very little to you. Oh, it's so zen! Why is this in the sewers? And that's a little worm boy. No, it's probably not a worm boy.
Drop one on.
It's rockets, okay. I wouldn't say they looked much like rockets. They looked more like worm boys. Look at him rock back and forth there with his big muscles. There was a period where Bruce Willis was ripped. Not saying that it's like a fate worse than death or anything. No, not rats! Bruce. Can I blow these up? I can! Oh!
Thank you, man.
The expectation to keep being this huge, bulky boy would be kind of a nightmare. The worry that you might be 1 year away from becoming too old to be a box office draw, that sounds like a hellish existence. I suppose it's why so many of them transition into either comedy or serious dramatic roles as their career goes by. Or you have the opposite thing, like Liam Neeson, where it seems like his action career really only started in his 50s. The game was apparently heavily inspired by John Woo and similar over-the-top action movies, with art director John Spinell saying, "We're obviously big John Woo action fans. As much as he can set up a huge action scene and back it up with some story, fine, but we're never gonna let anything get in the way of the action." The developers had a difficult time getting the game to fit on a PlayStation disc. Having so many elements on the screen at once, with all the flashing and gun effects, made it a tall order to get things smooth on an original PlayStation. The simple act of getting multiple characters on screen in a 3D environment, let alone having them behave in an interesting fashion, is a serious hurdle. The team developed something called asynchronous CD access to help, letting them load assets and rooms while other things were still playing off the CD. As you finish fighting a certain room of enemies, it cuts right into a scripted animation without breaking the camera plane, loads up what's next while the animation is playing, and jumps right back into the action without a break. This space constraint also meant they had to cut down on cutscenes, none of which are expected to last more than 15 seconds, according to EGM. Speaking of cutscenes, Bruce Willis provided full motion capture for this game, as well as undergoing cyber scanning, a process that uses lasers to map every wart and wrinkle of a person's face. According to a preview interview in EGM, players will see a high-resolution Bruce during the cutscenes, then a low-poly one, about 450 polygons from head to toe during gameplay. In another press article from a little earlier, they described how action hero Bruce Willis, clad in a skin-tight bodysuit and covered with glittering sensors, looked a little silly stomping around the padded floor. The shoot took just 2 days, and apparently he enjoyed himself. According to Spinell again, Bruce was like, "Hey, where's the camera?" And I told him that there was no single camera and he didn't have to act to anyone in particular. He really liked the freedom that gave him. Anyway, there's some extremely funny images floating around as a result of these sessions. I'm put in mind of that horrifying footage of Benedict Cumberbatch wriggling around as Smaug in those dire Hobbit films.
I am fire! I am death! All must burn! Burn it must! All will turn to ash and dust!
Oh! I don't even know what I'm looking at. Are those rats or are those moles? Either way, I think both those animals are adorable and I feel bad about what I'm doing. Jesus. I really appreciate the fact that sometimes they get decapitated and start wandering around with no head. Can I blow these up? I can! I don't know if I feel good about that decision. There was also another way to go back here. God, I wish I could move the camera. Oh, the camera doesn't... You know what? Never mind. If the camera doesn't want me to go back, I won't go back. Oh, there's that trademark wobble that I associate with PlayStation games. Still don't know why this happens, but it's something to do with how the PlayStation renders textures. This, in general, does not feel particularly well put together, does it? Oh, come on! I was so close! I've gone the other way and it's exactly the same, just from the other angle. Whatever. Oh no! Oh no, I hate this! Oh no!
Move it! Move it! Move it!
Oh, Bruce. I assume we can just run through all these boulders. Ow, never mind. I should probably be using the jump button. I sort of forget it exists outside of the platforming elements. Oh no! That's my first actual combat death, I think, rather than just falling off ledges like an idiot. Depressingly, I need to actually concentrate here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is this good? I was expecting to be sucked in at this point, but I think I actually have to make that happen, so I can just stay here forever if I like. Do I go into the middle or do I just escape? I don't know. I don't appear to be able to leave this area. I can't go any further that way. I can go up here a little bit. Please stop spinning me! Bruce is gonna throw up. This over here looks like a door. I'm probably going to have to switch this closed somehow. How? I can't leave. Oh, I can just go back down. I'm very confused about that room, because it didn't feel like I could leave there before. Oh god. It feels like I can just kind of stop myself at any point, so this isn't a huge deal. Oh, maybe it is. Oh! Embarrassingly, again, I have to be quiet for this, otherwise I will lose. Oh no, it's a boss fight! I have no health! Some sort of crocodile. Watch out for the bubbles. I have no extra guns either. Is this a reference to people thinking that alligators and crocodiles live in the sewers? Ooh, some health, I'd love that. This feels even less impactful than the tank. I guess these are just washing up. Oh, never mind, there's bombs now. I'd love health, thank you. Second phase, I heard him go rawr, rawr. Oh no, there's men. Come on, we're so close. Am I gonna get out of here, or is that just the level complete? Sewer's complete! How did I get out? Even less kills this time, oh my god.
Alright, getting close to my old place. Hopefully the stash in my lab is still golden. This looks like the right spot. Nice polygon.
Bruce! Game!
The renegade scientist broke out of the Paradise Island maximum security facility. Trey Kincaid is still at large, heavily armed and extremely dangerous.
Okay,
Citizen
plan B.
Reverend
Run for it.
pray for his swift capture. Amen.
Oh, Jesus Christ, we're right into it. Okay, fine. This has some of the worst writing I've ever seen so far. Not the narrative. That's fine. That's standard dystopian sci-fi nonsense. Whatever. Who cares, right? Dialogue is horrendous. The things that Bruce Willis are saying are actively making me annoyed. Look at those polygons. Okay, plan B. Oh, Christ, shut up. I'd rather he be quiet. He doesn't even really seem to be saying strap one on, it's time to jam anymore, which is the whole reason I was enjoying his character in the first place. Oh my god, the frame rate's gone down quite low. Oh, the music's kind of gone interesting. Almost like a dub reggae thing going on. I like this a lot more than the previous one. Jesus. Okay, never mind, the music's awful. I hate it now. This feels like it might be copyrighted, hang on. I might need to turn it down for a bit. You can tell sometimes when a game is using licensed music. And this was, I believe, the late 90s when music sounded like this sometimes. God, I hate this genre of music, whatever this is. Is this nu metal? I hate it, whatever it is.
Stick your finger in my ear.
Oh, remember when singers used to try and sound like this? They all tried to sound like a sort of brain-damaged Eddie Vedder. And then there'd always be that bit where they go,
now I'm singing properly to make you feel like this bit is soulful. And then I go back to this.
am I shooting you, random people? I'm gonna try and avoid it. Oh, Jesus!
I'm out!
I'm ahead! That was a good bit of voice acting.
Can't we just be friends? No.
Interrupted his quip there, sorry. Oh my god, it's like a Michael Bay film. And Michael Bay, as much as I hate his movies, they do kind of make for a fun spectacle in a game. Oh, what's this now?
Drop one on, it's time to jam!
Yippee, he said it! Say the line, Bruce. Oh, god damn it, Bruce-ithan. I feel like I'm mocking the game more than I just was. However, I still have a huge smile on my face. Oh my god, I fell in the pit again, for Christ's sake. Wait for the pits to appear this time. God, everything's loud. The sound balancing is going to be very annoying in this video. Oh, little cars! They have little mini tanks. That's kind of adorable. Can I shoot through this window? I don't know where to go right now, necessarily. Oh, yes, I can! That exploded much more dramatically than I think it should have. You're a scientician. How is this your life? How do you know how to do this?
Come get some! Damn! I feel good!
There are some people, and it's rude to say this, there are some actors who you just cannot buy as a scientist. Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of them, we mentioned him earlier. You can't cast Arnold Schwarzenegger as a scientist because it just doesn't work. Bruce Willis is another one. Bruce Willis has cop face.
Can't you pull the trick any faster?
I'm doing my best and it's going fine. Also, I guess I'm meant to go down there. What is this music? Oh, it's a music video! Oh god, there's so many men! Oh, this is so of its time! I kind of love it. This is 100% copyrighted as well, by the way. This video is not making me any money. I don't know if this video is ever going to go up. Maybe if I talk over it loud enough, it won't count. Please, Daddy YouTube, don't demonetize me. At a certain point, Neversoft completely scrapped the game and started again, which is why none of that tag team gameplay I mentioned earlier is present here. After long-ish development times and attempts at hype that weren't well received, according to GamePro magazine, there were Meet Bruce interview parties at E3. The studios panicked and reworked the whole thing from the ground up. According to an interview with the devs just a month before release,
the game did not get a good response from the public. They all really liked the game concept and Bruce Willis being in the game, but it didn't play too well. We redid all the level layouts, enemies, and weapons. The gameplay is now much more action-packed, with constant enemy involvement. Everyone wanted to be in control of Bruce Willis, so we just gave them what they wanted. GamePro alleges that Activision stopped sending out as many press releases and updates during this overhaul, after the first bombardment went so badly. The developers finished by claiming that now they'd thrown away the original game, it'll set new standards for what is expected of PlayStation games in terms of using its hardware. We expect people to copy a lot of things, but we don't mind that. It's kind of a compliment.
oh my god, I feel like I'm playing an ultra-masculine version of the show Charmed.
Thank you, man.
Stop saying quips! I'm so sick of the Ow! Stop shredding me! Particle beam, particle beam. It's so arcadey, and I guess I never really... Oh, is this like a boss? But is this doing a Dark Souls, where the boss is now a mini-boss? No, never mind, it's just much, much weaker. But I never really play arcade-type games. It feels like I'm experiencing something new. I am desperate to finish this level, by the way, so that I can turn down the music and the volume settings. Because I'm gonna get killed by lawyers. Any special little health kits around, please, for me? Bruce is hungry for health. He'll suckle on anything right now. Just a quick hit of morphine for old Bruce. Man, they really want me to fight a lot of tanks here, don't they? I've only got my basic rifle, my nano gun. Is this another boss fight? Oh god, that hurt! Jesus Christ! Where was the last checkpoint? Oh, I'm running out of lives. I'm running out of Bruce's. Oh, this tiny tank is really annoying me.
Hold them down.
There we go. Did you just say bozo down? Does anyone actually call anyone a bozo? Is that an American thing? I'm taking control! Sorry, I can hear it in the background still. Can I shoot from up here? Nope. It's not like Doom where there's like auto aim and no axes. Avoid the spotlights, they hurt me. I guess they're laser spotlights, they burn. Oh! Halt! What is that sound effect for the halt? It feels like they recorded about 15 voice lines and overlaid them just offset from each other. Shoot them all, let God sort them out, or whatever he says. Doesn't make you sound like you're about to go into Columbine in a trench coat at all.
Trick or treat!
What does that mean? I know it's a Halloween thing, but there's been no sort of Halloween references so far. Oh, that's a big jump. Whee! Oh, some health. Oh, lovely. Jesus Christ. Oh, that looked a bit like the taxis he drove in The Fifth Element. Another movie I don't particularly enjoy. The Fifth Element has very much become a cultural touchstone for people my age, and I feel like people forget how unbelievably creepy it is. Also, I think I would happily strangle Chris Tucker with my own bare hands. I find him very annoying. Oh God!
Freight train!
Is that good? Is Freight Train good or bad? Oh, Christ in it! What am I doing there, man? That felt very unpleasant.
Freight train!
Freight train! Am I just doing this? Am I shooting this out of the air? What do you want from me? Whee! Oh, stop making me go sideways. This is the most annoying thing so far. Makes it very difficult to see what the hell I'm doing. I am taking control, by the way.
Time to jam.
So you better strap one on. That's gonna be the title of the video, isn't it? I love when he says my arm. I don't need to kill all of them. It feels excessive to do that. I'm just gonna go kill most of them. The ones that are directly in my way and a threat. I don't know if a flamethrower is gonna do a huge amount against a tank. Is that good to do? Am I going the right way? Oh my god. Boss fight? This again looks like a boss arena. I feel like I'm making intense progress. Maybe it isn't a boss arena.
Are we having fun yet?
A little bit, yeah. Although that line, "Are we having fun yet?" just reminds me of the song How You Remind Me by Nickelback, which is not a way to make me have fun. It's their best song. It probably came out around this era, and that's shameful. Imagine your best song being How You Remind Me. Surely you'd give up as a band, but fair play to them, they didn't.
That last step's a doozy.
It's a doozy. Where's Bruce Willis from? I can't place his accent, other than, you know, America. That last step's a doozy. That's not what he sounds like. Well, howdy, it's me, John McClane. Yippee-ki-yay! God damn you! Game over! Please don't make me start again. I haven't save stated in a while. Where does the continue bring me?
It brings me all the way back here.
Well, I'll be back in a second. And we're back. That was only a little bit of a nightmare. We're still taking control. Still no boss fight, so we're still not at the end of the city level. Stop saying quips! They don't make any goddamn sense! Okay, I need the rockets, please. And I need the health. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of men. There, that'll do well. Smart bombs. I should probably use one of them. There we go. I can't quite get over just how many explosions there are. Maybe another smart bomb if he gets close. There we go. That's better. Do I go through here? Hey, we did it! Ooh, a new record for kills. They're the worst shots in the world. They put stormtroopers to shame. Humor. How long are you going to spray?
What a mess.
Neither of you were hitting anything.
Go back here. Gotta grab those regen tabs and get the hell out of here.
What's a regen tab?
You'd come back for me, Trey.
Larry! I thought you were dead!
Who's Larry? Oh god, it's one of the horsemen of the apocalypse, okay. Sorry, Larry.
I'll swallow your soul.
If you're just gonna summon zombos at me. This doesn't seem too bad. I'm playing on normal difficulty, by the way, if you were wondering. I'm so sad about Larry. Larry was my favorite character. Oh no, never mind, it's so hard! Well, I didn't know you could fall to your death.
I'll swallow your soul.
I'll swallow your soul. Your mother smells socks in hell, or whatever that line was. I'd love a pulse rifle. Just avoid the lasers, shoot them in. We know how games work. First phase, remarkably simple. You just have to strap one on and jam.
Don't feel the reaper.
Alright, bring it on, Larry.
I'm gonna use a smart bomb, I'm gonna cast some grenades at him. Cast some grenades. Can you tell I typically play fantasy games? Oh, that's a lot of damage. I'm doing more though, so screw you. It's a very dramatic death. Jesus, I get it, you're dying. I was always saying that about Larry. He's extra. He's a bit too much. He's very dramatic. There's a big problem with all of Larry's relationships. We've seen all this through the game. You all know.
He's tripped the reactor. This place is about to go supernova.
He definitely had time to do that. God damn you, Larry. I think that was the same scream from earlier. I think they had one Bruce Willis scream. Where's your lab coat? I've also managed to turn down the music, so hopefully I won't get sued.
Strap one on, it's time to jam.
I've left it on a little bit though. I like taking risks. Whee! Apocalypse features a lot of music that will probably get this video demonetized. The soundtrack includes tracks from genuinely famous people like System of a Down, who I can't really stand, and also bands like Snot and Gear Whore, which feel like fake names thought up by advertising executives trying to market to edgy teens. One of the bosses, Plague, is a cyber-scanned and motion-captured version of singer Poe, who I'd never heard of before this, but was referred to as a goth queen in one source I used. She's also featured in clips on various screens throughout the game. According to Electronic Gaming Monthly in 1997, Plague is actually a female character and easily the sexiest of the game's supervillains. She's lean, mean, and not afraid to show a little skin. The game's manual describes the character as a sexy rock diva whose curvaceous body is always wrapped in skin-tight fashions. The game basically has the one woman in it. When Mary grinds her sin painful curves against her guitar and roars to the audience about the coming apocalypse, Doomsday doesn't seem so bad. It should come as no surprise that from my skimming of the credits, not one woman worked at Neversoft. Not that there shouldn't be over-the-top sexy women characters in media, the more the merrier on that front, just that it's obvious when a writer thinks that's all there should be. Anyway, the music all sucks, but that's a given for this sort of thing. This looks a bit nicer. I'm glad we're at least in the open air and not in the cramped city streets. It's always a problem with setting things in a dystopian future is that they tend to be mega cities, and it gets a little bit claustrophobic. I like being on the roofs. I like the horrible vents. It would be nice, I have to say, if there was more than one general enemy type. They all look the same, they all act the same. Even the ones in overalls have the same sort of vibe. Oh, I can blow up pipes. I like that virtually everything seems to be destructible. Very Red Faction guerrilla of them. I've never played that game. But destructible environments, I feel like they're important for a game like this. Oh, is that a heavy? That looked like a thicker boy. Just as I was bemoaning the lack of enemy variety, I think they've added a thicker boy. Yes, it looks like they can fly. I take everything back. The game's frame rate doesn't appreciate it when they fly, but they do fly. Oh, there's a grim part of me that wants to go and bust open every single asset that's on the screen, just to have it look cleaner. This is always what I do in House Flipper or in Fallout 4 when I was building settlements. I'd have to make sure everything was meticulously clean and flat first. Why did I fall through a closed window?
Lead us for rapid fire!
Oh, for Christ's sake. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Trick or treat!
Stop saying nonsense to me.
Fire!
And I'm back, lower on health than I'd like to be.
Oh, you want some? Oh, you want some too?
Oh, that's the worst one yet, Bruce! Bruce, did you not feel embarrassed about this? Can I latch onto these? I can do a little monkey bar thing. I always think this when I play video games with kinda cringy dialogue. It's impossible for me to not imagine them sitting alone in a recording booth. And it just makes it all worse. Jesus, I cannot see anything that's going on. Bruce Willis, probably unshaven, wearing a tracksuit, sitting in a recording booth going, "Wee-hoo! I bet you didn't appreciate that bullet." It just makes me cringe.
I feel good.
Like that. He probably had to do multiple takes of that. I know how annoying that is doing these YouTube videos. I sometimes have to do multiple takes of the scripted bits. In fact, I very frequently do. Might do a quick little smart bomb. There we go. Really should be using them more. I think I have got like 3 or 4. What's the dog? Is that another music video? God damn it, game. It is! You can tell it's a music video. Was this game made partially by MTV? Was MTV even still around when this game came out? I have no knowledge of when MTV was relevant. I need to talk over it or else I'll get demonetized. Where the hell am I going? Let me out. I'd rather fall into the pit than have that playing. Oh, this is sort of a mini boss. There's a health bar. Oh, and it's doing quite a lot of damage to me. If I can get close to it, I can do a bomb. There we go. That's a bit better.
Strap one on. It's time to jam.
It is. I'm always saying that.
Suck on this.
Yes! Bombed. Nerd. That was way too close for comfort. That was nearly a Buster Keaton. Oh good, more of them.
Yada, 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 yada.
I feel like that in particular isn't a good line to have in your action game. When your main character doesn't seem actually interested in the action, that's not a good look. They should be invested. They should be like freaked out. It's what made Die Hard so good. is that everything that happened took a physical toll visibly on Bruce Willis. Because he's just some guy.
Are we having fun yet?
I feel like in general, action movies have lost that a little bit. Not that I watch that many action movies, but the platonic ideal for an action adventure movie for me is Raiders of the Lost Ark. And one of the best things about that is Indiana Jones is a little bit of a cocky dick of a character, but he gets the absolute Christ kicked out of him at every part of that movie. Like, he ends that movie with like multiple bruises and scars and broken bones. He wins fights through luck. It's great. I feel like a lot of action movies now end with like big fights that don't really have any physical impact on the main character. I'm looking directly at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson here. John Wick's alright for that. Forgot the shoot button again, I pulled the trigger. Oh, that's a big rocket and I'm dead. Well, that's an impact.
Don't shoot! I'm a wife again!
Oh yeah, that one got me. Sorry, I need to pause. That one really unexpectedly got me. Oh, back to the game. Just run directly at this tank, please. That's good. I could really use some help. I'm in slight dire straits here. And not the band. That would be a much more pleasant experience. Oh god, I didn't even pay attention to what was happening. Sorry, Bruce, I'm really letting you down here. There's not really much else to say at this point in the game. I feel like I've talked about everything I need to talk about. It's just shooting from this point on, isn't it? Each cutscene is about 14 seconds long, so it's not like there's much story to comment on. And what's there is terrible. Some of the worst I've ever seen. I may as well just glue the fire button down.
You want some? Oh, you want some too?
Oh, that one's also one of the worst. I feel like I've been saying that one's the worst about like half of the dialogue lines. I guess they're not dialogue lines. I should stop saying dialogue. It's all monologue. Nobody else has really spoken yet. Except Larry. Larry had a conversation. It lasted about 4 seconds before he turned into a spooky skeleton. But it counts.
Come get some!
Oh god! I can move in the air! That's... Don't swear, YouTube doesn't like it. Oh, I'm all the way back here. That's brutal. Sometimes on the jumps you are locked into a certain axis. Sometimes you aren't. And it's really random whether or not that takes effect. Like sometimes I won't be able to move back and forth there. Sometimes I am. That's a lot of men that I'm seeing on the screen. I can't really parse what's happening anymore. Do that. Jesus Christ. Alright. Ooh, a level up. Not a level up, an extra life, whatever. Apocalypse received average reviews. It has a 71% on game rankings and no Metacritic rating, although the user score is sitting at an 8.8 over there. GamePro loved it. They gave it a 4.5 out of 5 and said in previews that, "So far, it looks like Apocalypse will be worth the wait for gamers itching to pull Willis's trigger." And when it was out, they proclaimed that, "The apocalypse is upon us, and it packs enough explosive gun-blazing action to blow your PlayStation to bits." IGN was a little more lukewarm, calling Apocalypse a better than average high-powered 3D shooter. It's a lot of fun and it's entirely engaging for a few hours or so. EGM was a bit mixed, with some critics saying it was a pleasant surprise, others saying it was just a simple shooter with an identity crisis, all of them agreeing that the camera and platforming could get very annoying, especially in later stages where the difficulty ramps way up. All the reviews read fairly similar. There's nothing too standout to report. No one hated it, very few loved it, everyone had at least some fun. The most negative review I could find, Next Generation's 2 out of 5, bemoans the gameplay changes and the loss of the sidekick AI, and calls the final product an action title that is average at best. I should also note, they weren't lying about the huge advertising budget. Literally every magazine I looked through for this episode was plastered in ads for this game, months either side of its release. Activision must have been desperate for this to be a hit, which makes sense seeing the cast and music licensing. I was sick of seeing Bruce Willis's 3D face by the end of this research.
Blah, 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 blah.
That's kind of your story game, I wouldn't announce it too much. Jesus Christ. There's a lot happening. I'd love some more health. I would always love some more health. Oh, it's another shimmy 'em up. It's very Tomb Raider. Is it Tomb Raider? Do you do this at any point in Tomb Raider? I should know. I recently played and finished Tomb Raider for the first time. Can I shoot you? I can shoot you. I feel like a lot of Tomb Raider likes have that shimmy mechanic, so it must have.
Strap one on, it's time to jam.
Yes, now I'm pumped up. Ooh, I liked those legs. The legs being split off and running around on their own. That was very cool. I wonder if that's specific to the particle beam. There's a lot of nice little graphical effects in this game. Stuff that's not necessary, but I genuinely quite enjoy seeing. Oh my god, that hurt! Oh no, it's happening again! And you can't turn these ones down, I've noticed. They don't follow the rest of the volume. Oh my god, I'm forced to endure it as well. I'm so glad this genre of music no longer exists. Whatever you call it. It's getting louder! Jesus, that was unpleasant. Thank God we're out of that. I'm gonna have fun looking up what nightmarish soundtrack this game put together. Everybody who bought this must have had a wallet chain. Ooh, I liked that. That was fun. I've always wanted to do that in real life. I've never used a zip line. I'm sure I could find one somewhere. Are we good? Are we done? I don't know where to go from here. I'm going to run around all the corners. There's a thing! To be fair, that's the first time it was unclear where I was supposed to go in this entire game. Which is nice! Sometimes it can be very confusing and weird. Especially in a game with this much going on. I feel like the visual contrast is okay enough that you're never particularly confused. Maybe during some of the fights.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
Bruce, it's a very weird choice you've made to sound sexually gratified by the killings. It makes you sound like less of a put-upon nano-scientist and more like a psychopath. Like, you're clearly into this. God damn it! Oh god! This doesn't feel great. Jump. Whee! Just ignore the enemies, why not? You don't need to fight them, really. It's more of a suggestion. God, no! I hate this sort of thing. Oh god, it's really kind of kicking off! Don't change the goddamn perspective on me, it's like Sonic the Hedgehog. Ah! Ah! We can do it, it's fine. It's like Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man, but if Pepsi Man was played by Bruce Willis. Well, I made it. I don't feel like I'm in a much better place, but I did make it. Can I not just get a sniper rifle and take these boys out from up here? I feel like it would make my life easier. Oh, the flapping legs are great. I wonder if this is motion captured. Parts of it look like they are. It looks like it might be motion captured, but then the animations have been sped up so that they can have these ultra responsive controls, which I do appreciate, because I am not a fan of the more modern, everything takes place with a long animation thing. Grand Theft Auto is the biggest example of this, where turning around in this is like whip, 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 whip. There's no frames of animation in between it, you're just like, you're turning around now. In Grand Theft Auto, if you turn around, your character goes, does a little stretch and then slowly turns around like he's a Jeep, gets into place again. It's miserable to me. It can be good for intense immersion. Like, I'm fine with it in games like Kingdom Come Deliverance, for instance, where things are meant to be a bit more real and simmy. But for a game like Grand Theft Auto or this, it does not need it. More complaining with Dreya about something that isn't even in this game. Even when I'm complimenting something, I have to complain. This looks ominous. Oh my god! Okay, cool. Let's fight something. I'm just gonna keep firing backwards. This doesn't feel... I would immediately trip. I don't think I'm hitting anything. Maybe I meant to let him get a bit closer. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this feels okay. Ow! Wow, that's doing a lot of damage to me, though! Holy Christ!
Grab one on. It's time to jam.
It is time to jam.
Ooh, that's tough. Suck on.
Keep using all your smart bombs. Just use them all.
Lock and load.
There we go. Amazing. I don't need smart bombs, I need health. Another level complete! Do we get to see more extremely face-mapped Bruce Willis cutscene?
The President of the United States.
Fellow American, it is my sad duty to officially announce that the Reverend is dead. The Reverend's not dead. Now it looks like he's got the President in his back pocket, too.
And let us not rest until the criminal responsible for his death is torn limb from limb.
Okay, that's bad. Need to find somewhere to lie low for a while. I know just the place. Pay a little visit on my ex. Only my Mary could be warped enough to put a club in the middle of a cemetery.
Oh my god. Now this is what you want. Goofy haunted house of the dead nightmare in the middle of your action sci-fi game. That's charming. Oh, come on, you can jump that. Your hands are right up to the edge. Do a little hop, Brucey. I don't know if you can call Bruce Willis Brucey. In my head, that's reserved for Bruce Forsyth, which has a very different vibe. Whee! What am I fighting? Am I fighting haunted clowns at this point? Anyway, I will probably end the video here.
Suck on this.
We've made it through, I think, quite a lot of the game at this point. Feels like this is quite fast-paced. And probably not particularly long. A glorified arcade game. I've had a smile on my face throughout most of this game. Whether it's for the reasons that the game wants me to is debatable. I've enjoyed myself thoroughly. Oh, by the way, the game's manual does have a section about the characters in the game. So Mary Magdalene is probably his ex. Apparently, her curvaceous body is always wrapped in skin-tight fashions, and she's a sexy rock diva. Also, she died under mysterious circumstances, so she's probably one of the bosses. And everyone's favorite character, Larry! We get more backstory on Larry! Larry is a science prodigy and Trey Kincaid's faithful lab assistant. Of course! He's skinny, shy, and has glasses that make the lenses on the Hubble telescope look thin. Burn. Although barely past his teens, really? He's exceptionally gifted and dedicated to scientific research, at the exclusion of all else. He's the ultimate gearhead. He shares Trey's vision of what? I don't know. Nanotechnology. And has pledged to devote his scientific skills to make the world a better place. Larry's young and impressionable. Luckily, Trey has taken him under his wing as he would have been easy prey for someone with less noble intentions. That all makes it sound so predatory. Was Larry your love slave, Bruce? This was perfectly fine. I enjoyed this more than I was expecting. I don't know if pleasantly surprised would be the right word, but I was expecting to kinda hate this, but get some sort of curiosity sated. I actually had an okay time. I don't know if I'll ever play this again. It's not really the type of thing I like to play in my spare time. At least it's competent. I don't know if good is too strong a word. It's competently made. The writing and voice acting is very bad. The music was very annoying as well. But the game looks good, it controls fantastically. That is the most positive thing I can say about this game. The controls are really tight. Even I can tell that as somebody who's not really an action gamer. Whipping around, firing in every direction, just really satisfying and snappy and clicky. Good time. I think I'd probably recommend this. If your idea of fun is running through environments while everything explodes around you, nu metal plays, and Bruce Willis talks about strapping things on, then this is your ideal game. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, then I would recommend going and watching some other stuff. I think this is the Diablo font, by the way, that they've just taken. I would recommend going and watching other videos on the channel. They all have a similar flavour to this, and I think you would enjoy them. You can also leave a like, you can comment, you can subscribe to the channel. All of these things help a great deal. You can also, if you really liked this video, become a member of the channel for just €1 a month. You get the warm feeling that comes with supporting me, and you also get extra videos every couple of weeks on even smaller, more obscure games than this. I have a Discord server, I'm on Blue Sky, and I stream on Twitch 3 or 4 times a week. All the links to this will be in the description. Regardless of what— Tommy Tallarico! I know that name! Regardless of what you do, thank you so much once more for watching, and I hope to see you for the next one. Bye!